Good.
Good.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome to another edition of Flying with the Monkeys. Continuing our world tour. Tonight we will be leaving from Auckland, New Zealand, and flying to New Caledonia. We are flying the Just Flight Boeing 757 freemiums, and as usual, Mr. Moondog and Draco are here.
Good. You?
And yeah, we've got the planes running or almost running.
Santa's climbing into his seat.
Yep, we'll save you the boring startup that you've seen a bunch of times. We'll ask for permission here and file our IFR plan and see what
I'm just going through my startup real quick.
Is 4325.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, clear to Tantuta Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 12,000. Departure on 124.3, squawk 7201. Boeing Zulu India Golf, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
Okay, that's all good.
all right, they're telling us to fly runway heading and climb to 12,000.
I've got 12,000 also.
Load active.
Set up for that.
Departure. Alright, V1, 151. Rotate, 154. V2, 157.
Yep.
V3, 220. Gears, 270. Best climb speed, 276.
Yeah.
Set this real quick. 240. And what did I say the heading was going to be?
I thought it was 231. That's what I believe. That's what I have put in, anyways.
2500.
All right. I'm ready for pushback.
Yep.
I'm just a little bit behind you guys, but that's okay. I'm usually first one to take off. I'll let you guys be ahead of me. Maintain 10,000. Pushing back. Yaw dampers on.
You know what I
Aren't. That's all good. One. Auto. Engine should be spooling up here.
It's falling. All right.
There we go.
Don't need APU on anymore, and standby power to off.
Is it standby power off?
Is it off or auto?
I thought it was auto.
Always. Is it auto? Okay.
Engine 2 is good.
So we're all good there. And we'll just do that because I'm not sure which way I am going.
Western
I do know there's a couple of planes behind me, so.
Alright. Yep. 2-3 left. We'll take a quick look outside just so I can see which way we need to turn. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesse Starkman,
Hey, Jesse.
For subscribing.
Thanks for popping in.
Hey,
we are
Bowman.
flying to New Caledonia.
Hey, Bowman. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you
So
again.
we're gonna be seeing a lot of water tonight, today. Water and clouds. Which, if you've ever seen any of our streams, you'll know that that's a reoccurring theme. Water, clouds, and desert.
Yeah, but the water and clouds are sometimes mixed as rain, not just as floor.
And you do
Cloud
see the
level.
and you do see the ground while we're in flight. That's usually because one of us is smacked into a mountain. I'm looking at you, Zig.
Yep.
I tried to put in the titles. One of us will land. I tried to put that, but I didn't have enough room.
Usually, one of us will crash into a mountain. Zig's normally the mountain crasher. I'm normally the one to crash at the end of the runway.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm not always a mountain. I'm an equal opportunity crasher.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes you'll get your plane hung up in a tree.
Yeah, or just right on the flat. Yeah.
It's not the 377, so you won't float it and then belly flop it. So
I don't know. There are times I miss floating with the 377. At least then I make it over the runway.
it feels like I'm flying more than usual.
No.
It's only 15 miles an hour. How long is this flight? 2 hours and 8 minutes, Jesse.
I remembered you were PCG. I just couldn't think of the 3 letters. But I knew who you were.
Is this one of you? Oh, yeah, that is one of you guys just ahead of me. Looked like it was the British Airways paint scheme.
Yep, because that's what I'm flying.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Chief. I do have a wheel that I use for farming sim. And a gas and brake pedal. I don't have a clutch, but...
He just hasn't learned to use the brake yet.
I can use the brake in farm sim.
You know what? I need to find something.
I'm taxiing at 12 knots, and it feels like I'm going like 40 miles an hour.
I was doing 15 and it felt that way. I got to slam on the brakes because someone's like doing a turn at like snail's crawl.
Well, I'm about ready to run over Zig. I think that's Zig in front of me.
Somebody just pulled up on my tail.
That's me.
No, that's me. Zig was in the turn. I'm pulling up on him.
Okay, then I'm behind Moondog. Wait, how did I get behind you? I thought that I thought I actually beat you to the taxi. Seriously, I got a whole position. For a damn panel van.
Tune in tower. Oh, I didn't set my flaps.
You know what? There's not really a whole lot of room over here on this side.
How did I miss the spot about setting flaps?
I don't know. Flaps normally happen to be set early on, I think.
Yeah, usually you taxi with 5 degrees of flaps.
Yeah, well.
All right. Anyone? Where's the weather at? Weather. Current weather.
Current weather winds
30.0.
230.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
30.12. That's what I was looking for.
Auckland Tower, Boeing, Zulu, India Golf at runway 23
Yeah.
left, ready for takeoff.
Wow,
Okay.
we are really at 30 feet altitude right here.
Takeoff, runway 23 left.
Okay, I'm sorry. You two are way up there. I'm behind a 737.
You sold your Xbox.
Good for you.
Congratulations. Welcome to the PC Master Race.
Boeing, Zulu, India Golf, did you copy? Cleared for takeoff, runway 23 left, Boeing, Zulu, India Golf.
Come on. Tower.
All right, here we go. This runway didn't look particularly long.
I'm just hoping the runway at New Caledonia is long enough for these.
Well, I won't need to worry about it on landing because I'll be smashing into the grass somewhere. I only got to worry about the runways on takeoff.
That's why we need to go back to the float planes, because at least then, even if we run off the runway.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Alright, and quick double check. I think I went through everything. That. I'm not turning those on until I get up in the air. We're good.
Uh-oh.
Toga.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. That's not good.
That's right. Yes.
120, 130, 40, 50, pull back. Positive rate, gear going up, taxi, plenty of taxi space to use down there. We're going to do that one, speed control.
Now all you play is Android games? Yeah, the struggle is real.
Taxi into position, hold.
We are climbing, can't see nothing.
Climbing, yep. Turn right heading.
Oh, it didn't tell me that yet.
And Toga.
Be right back.
Go.
turning on a heading of 335.
Are they telling you to
Cleared
do all that
42?
stuff already?
Oh yeah. Did you get handed off to departure? Have you accepted that
Oh,
yet?
I forgot to turn in I forgot to contact New Zealand Center. Dang it.
Hello, aviation. How you doing? Yeah, almost 100 subscribers. I am getting close with that. When I hit 100, there's going to be a big party at Zig's place.
355 12000.
Well, we know that Zig's in the air. Are you in the air there, Draco?
Yep. Turn heading right, 310.
She had me turn to that, and then before she even had that out of her mouth, she had me turn to 335.
Oh, shit. That's not the right one.
Turn right, heading 340.
I hit the speed. I'm an idiot. I set it to 355.
Alright, there we are.
310.
Making our turn.
Three 355.
Turn right, heading 355, climb and maintain flight level 240.
240.
India Golf. New Zealand Center, Pacifica, Niner 13 is at 8,900, climbing flight level 190. Pacifica, Niner 13, New Zealand Center, roger.
Okay, turn heading 310, then continue on heading, and then now I hit LNAV and it's sending me back to the other. Thank you, ATC.
Nothing but clouds.
Oh, I've got nothing
Starting to
but
break
blue
up.
above us. Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to break up now. Alright, we're at 7,200 feet. Oh.
Acknowledge. Climb and maintain 220.
2.
And we're over 12, so we can bump this up.
Turn heading 310. Level 200.
Passing 13. So we're in the air. That's it. We're done. See you later. Have a nice night. It's all routine from here. You know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to get there. There's going to be 2 fiery balls of crashes and then
Moondog lands.
1 landing. And
Fiery balls.
Fiery balls are crashing.
Crashing. Yeah. Yeah. It's a holiday way of putting it. Yeah.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Well, at least a zig in a pine tree.
Alright, and I see a moondog right above me at 15,000. Alright, and our best speed.
So if I hit LNAV right now, it's going to take me back to the wrong point. Is that what it did to you, Moondog?
Well, she turned me from 345 to, or 335 back to 310, and then, you know, continue on course. My course was at like 345 at that point. So.
Yep, but I just passed like the first waypoint.
Yeah. Well, just LNAV it, and it'll put you on there.
Well, no, it's going to turn me around.
No, it won't send you back to them.
Round, baby, right around.
No, because you've passed that waypoint. Even you'll continue on to the next one.
You think?
Yeah.
Nope. I don't think so.
No.
Moondog.
That's a screenshot there. Everyone get your screenshot. That's it.
What if I don't want your screenshot?
Too bad. You got it anyways.
Now they're going to yell at me. How did I do that? Route? No, direct. What do we?
Yeah, direct intercept. The second
never
button
mind.
on the
Nope.
left.
It clicked
You got
over.
it close enough. Yeah, it clicked over. Okay.
315. Proceed on course.
Whoa.
Turn left, heading 315, resume on navigation. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Let's see
All good
here.
there. All good there.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Thought I saw.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. Turn left, heading 280.
MD ahead of me, flying like right at me almost.
Heading 280. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Probably a fan.
Probably. Climb to 32. Thank you.
So
All good there. Oh, darn it. One of these times I'm going to learn how to do this. Hit the clock when you pull onto the freaking runway.
why would you want to hit the clock?
Well, I probably are. That's the best way of
320.
remembering to do it now. Punch that time clock and get going. Oh, let's see here. We could go over here and that page, and then that page, and go to climbing lights.
Ooh. That's something new. I've never had them do that to me. Do that before.
What's that?
What's that?
Issue traffic alerts of a plane less than 1 mile.
Oh, yeah, I've had that a lot.
And, Alright, there's Zig back there. There's Moondog behind me. And then me.
How am I behind you? Oh, yeah, I am. All right.
Get that up right now.
Moondog, are they yelling at you? What are they yelling at you for?
Well, they're yelling at me, stall.
Oh.
I was saying, Moondog, you're like putting on an air show up here. I just saw your contrail do the weirdest.
Yeah.
How'd you stall?
Had it on the computer. I don't know why it ran me up like that.
Oh, the glitch got you?
Yeah.
I see Zig. He's coming up quick from coming up behind me quick.
Yeah, and now ATC's yelling at me. I need to expedite my climb.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last night, or the other
night.
night. Not last night, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely expediting it. That could be the reason.
What speed are you at, Draco?
Climbing at 212. I need to bring that down a little bit now.
You're only going 212?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder I'm jamming up on you. I'm at 300.
I'm lowering my climb speed to 1,000 feet per minute.
Well, why don't you just kick up the speed?
I had it set for 276 knots.
Oh, I got you.
It's just I was climbing too steep and I was losing airspeed.
Yeah, trust me, I was losing it too. I got all the way down to I'm at 170 now, and I have it set for 315.
Well, it doesn't help. I got a little bit of a tailwind, but I'm getting bounced around a little bit.
I'm getting bounced around a lot. Wow, my people all just threw up.
I'm sure mine are doing something in the back there.
We were watching the news last night, I think it was. There was something about a plane somewhere that dropped 20,000 feet in like 2 minutes or something like that. I'm like, oh, they must have been riding with me.
Oh yeah. Funny thing was that it was an AirAsia flight over the Pacific.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just normal occurrence when you ride with me. Had that happen on the last flight. Moondog just had it happen right now. Stall!
No, I've got no engines.
Oh shit!
Did you turn your icing on? Your engine icing?
No, I thought I did.
You stalled it for real.
Engine was on, wing was not.
He looks like he's re-entering from orbit. You just see like this stream blazing through the clouds. So Moondog, do you fly for Malaysia Airlines?
You know what, ATC? Just let me see what's going on here first.
Yeah, I turned my engine icing on and my windows.
Does this thing model the icing by any chance?
I have no idea.
I don't see any ice.
Well, just because it doesn't model the ice doesn't mean that it
I mean,
doesn't.
yeah, make it there. No, what I did was the speed hold was off, so it was just, it throttled everything back and then it stalled. So
All right, increase speed to 300 knots.
let's try this again. We've already been higher than this in our flight. 25.7.
330.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, airway 359.
I'm gonna have to slow down here. I'm gonna run you down.
Alright, did anyone see what I did with that little black box?
I'm sure in that last dive it blew through the top of the airplane.
I just want to make sure it's somewhere here running, you know.
Well, the voice recorder is only going to hear, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah, because I didn't do the Sully thing and go through the checklist and say everything and verbalize everything. I just...
Yours was, we's gonna die.
There's 27.
Airway 359er, descend and maintain 17,000. Descend and maintain 17,000. Airway 359er.
Alright, let's see. Those are on. That's right. That's good. Those should be off. Anti-icing's on. All of those are on, yes.
Just when I loaded that.
That panel all looks good.
What's your speed now, Draco?
Hold on. I got issues.
No, he's got the issues. Yeah. I want to thank those who stopped in to watch the severe happenings in the cockpit on this flight.
Draco, why are you flying off to the left?
Well, for some reason, there seems to be another little bug with the FMC. Sometimes it loses your flight plan. So then you have to re-enter it, but then when you re-enter it, it wants to take you back to the beginning, so then you have to hurry up and tell it what.
Oh. Yeah, well Zig did that on the last flight.
We're on KT, just,
right.
You know.
I said it. I'm circling back.
Well, I haven't had that exactly happen like that, but I did have to reset it for whatever reason. Oh, because was that because I crashed? Why did I have to do that?
Because you weren't paying attention and ATC got pissed at you. And...
Oh, yeah, kicked me out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Besides, I was giving us a little bit of breathing room. I mean,
yeah, I put on the brakes and tried to slow down, but...
Well, I'm 1,000 feet above you.
Well, I kicked it back up to my cruising speed, so...
Well, I finally climbed over 30,000.
Well, nice save. You didn't end up crashing.
Right. I got my cruising speed set to 300. I'm at 278.
Yeah, you're going faster than me again. Or, not again, but I'm actually only at 263 at the moment. I just kicked it back up to 300. I dropped it down to about 240 because I was blasting right up on you.
I'm only at 180. I've got it set for 315. I'm only at 180. I'm either due to the fact I'm still climbing the way I am or what. But
What's your vertical speed?
1,000. I was climbing for the longest time at 2,500, and with no problem. It's just once I got up there towards the top, then
You know, most pilots would declare an emergency and turn back.
I don't think there's
That's
an
no
emergency
fun.
yet.
You're in a jetliner doing 180 knots. That's a problem.
No, it was down at 160. It's picking back up.
Water looks really good from up here through the clouds.
It does, actually. Everything has looked really good since we went through and tweaked all the settings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been really happy with it.
I just can't wait to get Orbix one day. So that way the ground looks as good as the water and the clouds. Oh, I got a feeling we're going to be landing, well, at least at dusk, if not at night.
Another night landing? Oh, man.
Well, it's 3:40 p.m.
Jeez. That's not helping. Not helping.
109.9. Does anybody remember what the course is for the runway?
For landing?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, because I hadn't looked that up yet.
I'll pop it up real quick.
You had it on.
Yeah. I got it. 108. Get that all taken care of now. That's one less thing we gotta worry about later. Alright, that's that. Alright, so Zig and I are up at cruising altitude, so we have plenty of time to talk and answer questions. Moondog's still trying not to die.
What are you talking about? I'm at cruising. I'm at 3,200.
I mean 32,000.
32,000, 3,200. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 32,000. Speed's picking up. No problem. Yeah.
Ground speed's 368. Zig's is 518. Mine's 522.
Runway length is 10,600.
Oh, that's plenty of room.
Paved, not concrete.
Yeah. Tomato, tomato. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's not like me and Zig will actually ever see the runway.
Did
You'll see it.
remember what runway it said was our anticipated runway or expected?
Expect runway 11.
True heading is 2120 on that one.
I got 108.
Well, I'm reading it from this place, and it says it's 20, so I don't know. Set that for land.
We're over the very far tip of New Zealand. Alright, and I will leave everybody with this view right here. That's actually a really good screenshot. And I will be right back.
Okay, so uh, 30.14. Well, they've definitely taken off and left me behind, not caring.
No, we don't care.
See how it goes. I see how it goes. You guys have been hanging around BP too much.
You're always off doing your own thing anyway, so...
Okay. I get there in the end. I land.
Yeah. Not really having any luck finding a chart, though.
No, I've... a chart as what we've been looking for, I've not found.
Which sucks. I can't wait till we get back to the States so we can actually find some charts.
Yeah.
India Golf. Contact Auckland Center on 124.3. 124.3 for Boeing Zulu India Golf. Auckland Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf, with you, flight level 320. Boeing Zulu India Golf, Auckland Center, roger.
La Tantuta. That's the actual international airport. That's the actual name of it. I found the smoothie and juice bar
Awesome.
link, on Facebook.
Right?
So, once we land, we could
Go
run
get a
over to the
smoothie?
smoothie bar. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'd be going to the smoothie bar, but,
You're running somewhere to get...
we'll be going to the bar, but...
I need a little bit stiffer drink than that. Give me some... Can you put some straight moonshine in that smoothie, please?
Yeah. Get a spike smoothie.
Isn't that a contradiction in terms?
That's not what I wanted. That's not really what I wanted.
Well, that's what you got. So, Mundo, are you still looking at that yoke and throttle quadrant?
No, I'm not looking at it currently. When I stopped looking at it last night, I haven't looked at it again yet, but no. Yeah, I'm harassing you. I'm not visually looking at it right now.
Yes, I obviously, but then again, with you, who can tell?
That's true.
You're the one who watches movies while playing Civ 5, and then we just sit here waiting for you to end your turn.
Actually, it only happened once where you were actually waiting because I didn't realize it was still my turn. Okay, so I finally got it up to 310.
So it looks like our flight is just going to be clouds. Looks like no rain, no active segments, no wind shear.
That's not very exciting. You guys might actually land now.
I doubt it.
Yep. Just gonna see a couple of fireballs or maybe a couple of big splashes depending on where the runway is. Or both. End up in a big fireball and then end up in the water.
Contact, yes.
So I was looking at a plane today from Coronado, and I can't remember which one it is, but it has a cruising speed of over 400 knots and a range of over 1,400 miles.
Oh, yeah?
That's not the Phenom.
No, it's not your Phenom.
It's not. Is that a prop?
Nope.
Turbo prop.
Nope. It's a jet.
Okay. So which one was it?
I can't flipping remember.
Well, that's not very nice. That's not very good. You just tell us that and you're like, I can't remember. It's going to leave us hanging.
Hold on.
I mean, we can't find charts. So we might as well find something so that,
Yeah.
you know.
I think it was the 390 Premier IA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the newest business jet that they released.
Alright, that's CARA. What was it? 190.
What?
What was it that you said it was? It was 190.
What was 190?
The
plane
plane.
that
Caranet 390 Premier.
390.
1A.
Max speed 461 knots. Cruising speed 440 knots. Range 1430.
He's giving me all the information, and it's sorry.
And a service ceiling of 41,000 feet. It's not a big plane by any means.
No, it's a little business jet.
I think at that speed it could damn near keep up with the with the 747. I mean, it doesn't have the range that that plane does, but it definitely has the speed.
I think that one has some quirks. It's got that same flight system as a few of their other ones.
Does it?
Yeah, I hadn't watched any videos on it lately, but I watched a few when it first came out, when we were talking about business jets, or Moondog and I were.
Now, Moondog, were you looking at the... Did you get the Phenom 300, or did you get the different Phenom?
I got the EMB 505 Phenom 300. It's $39.95 at Just Flight.
Okay, because there's another Phenom. It's the E50P Phenom 100 HD.
I think that's the smaller brother to the one I've got. How far out from Mugen are you?
100 nautical miles.
100 even? Okay.
Yep.
I'm 104.
So I'm 30 nautical miles behind you guys.
That's not bad.
No, I'm at cruising height. I've got nice clouds beneath me, some water way far down there.
I kind of like that. I kind of like your Phenom. I'm looking at the pictures of it now.
Yeah,
it's a good looking
really
plane.
like it. Now that I've been flying it, I really like it. And the more that I fly it, the only thing I need to do now, I'm getting the startup really good. I can even get the shutdown okay. But I haven't landed it but once or twice.
Now, is it a living, breathing plane where you have engine maintenance and things like that, or is it just start up and go and that's it?
No, you can do engine maintenance. And all that with it too.
Not like an A2A though.
I can't remember how much there is or not.
No, I mean, it'd be nice if A2A made some jets. But all they've been doing are props, which are fine and everything. I'll always be one that wants to fly that, will always fly a prop, but.
Let me know when you make your turn.
All right.
I know it's not for ways yet. Just
Yeah, I'm 81 miles out.
Just by the time you make your turn, I want to see if I'm gaining any or staying stagnant or what. That's all.
What's the max speed on that Phenom, Moondog?
I don't have that right in front of me at the moment. So this is why the stream got quiet, because I pulled up this to show the map. Zig is doing 505 ground speed. Draco's doing 507 ground speed. I'm doing 524 ground speed. So slowly catching up.
Oh, hey, right here in the reviews on that plane, it's got the thing that you need the most: smoke evacuation. So oxygen masks.
Auto oxygen mask deployment.
Yeah, there's a thing to check to make sure there's oxygen bottle in there in the checklist. This thing has all the emergency checklists that you can pull up and go through, your pre-flight checklist, your pre-electrical startup, your pre-startup, your startup, your after start. They're all right there, so you can check and go through and check them. The only thing is, it's very technical. Like the one that keeps causing me issues, the CVSR panel check. Where the heck is that panel? It took me forever to realize that's the video, that's the voice recorder thing, which all it is you go over and you turn the switch down and up to make sure all the lights light up on it. I mean, it's not necessary for you to actually check it. It doesn't do anything with the plane other than you can then go on the checklist and go, yep, checked it.
So looks like a couple of the things about the plane is that, one, it can hit your frame rates. This guy says that it knocked his frame rates down 5 to 10 frames.
Okay, well, I haven't noticed it yet.
They say that about all the Coronado ones, but
and then
that's because they look good. That's the trade-off. They look good.
Right. And the other thing is that when you spool up the engines, the plane, you'll hear squeaks and bumps of the undercarriage, which I like.
I haven't noticed anything that's bad with the way that it spools up or rolls across the ground. It sounds right.
No, he's saying it sounds right. And that the aircraft is stable during flight, but at slow speeds and a tight turn, it tends to dive very easily.
I think that plane really would. If you got it slow enough and was in a bank, it's going to do the jet fighter slip and fall thing. So you need to rudder that to keep it from falling.
In this guy's system, he used an i7 3770K, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 650 Ti.
Alright, well, I've got him beat on the graphics card. I've got him well beat on the memory, and I'm still in the i7. Because I've got 12 RAM right now. Video card's a little bit better.
You know, if I slow up just a little bit, Zig's gonna run right through me.
Well, why would you slow up?
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
You know, any issues or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, just tell me. I'll slow down. I'll drop some altitude. Be alright.
This is Draco going. This is flight for. We're experiencing. Zig ran over him.
There's 4.5 miles between us.
And 1,000 feet.
And 1,000 feet.
Okay. I do like with mine the ground control. You can ground clearance is done on a radar screen, so you can see as soon as you get up if you have any mountains in front of you. Zig. If we was to fly through the Himalayas again and near, we could see the differences. The weather radar on that is supposed to be really good, so if you have active sky, the radar is supposed to work well with it. I've just been working on making sure it flies and goes up and I can control it, so I haven't pulled all the extra stuff, but I've also been flying it at like 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning, so.
Well, as sure as you'll figure out a way to make the oxygen masks fall out of that plane, Zig would find a mountain in the middle of Nebraska to hit.
I told you I don't need a mountain to crash it. Equal opportunity crasher.
Hey, look, that's green. Let's hit it.
Green, brown, trees,
hey, look,
no trees.
That's sand. Let's land it.
Buildings, water.
And me, I'll try and land, hit the runway, bounce 300 feet in the air, and slam into the control tower.
Didn't you do that in Reno?
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you not want me to tell you the whole story of what happened? Or are you trying to still forget it? Okay. Got it. Understood.
That was not one of my finest landings.
No, it wasn't. I do believe I heard children screaming as you stomped away from the computer after that one. Whole crowds of Japanese people. Ah! Godzilla! This is the point where Draco quits talking to me. Hello again, aviation. Have you been there or what? Have you stopped in and left and gone to watch someone else's?
Unknown.
Yeah, I know.
I know he's not in my channel.
Pretty sure he's not in mine. That could have been like 2 hours ago, as often as Moondog reads his chat.
I've been checking it. So, Zig, you want to come up with this shoe molding and stuff and kick plates that I got to put on that I've been working on today?
How big a kitchen is it if it took you a day to put on toe kick and some shoe?
Well, actually, I only really started on it at the very end.
Oh,
Bathroom, steps going down to the the landing at the top and the bottom of the steps. Kitchen. While I was working on, go ahead.
You got to put shoe on the steps?
No, top of the steps at the landing and the bottom of the steps at the landing.
Well, in Moondog's defense, he did have to take 3 lunches.
Well, he probably had to take a nap because he stayed up all night playing video games.
Okay, I did not eat until I got home this evening at all today. I didn't take any naps. I'm trying to think. I did get a late start, slightly late start, only because once I got going, I then got all the way up to Akron and had come all the way back to Canton because I had to sign papers for that. So now I'll actually have money coming in anywhere between now and 30 days.
Alright, I just hit my waypoint.
So I'm at 32, so I gained 31, so I gained like 3 nautical miles. 3.5 nautical miles. Well, let's see. If you
Yep,
stop and think
just
about
hit
what
it.
I just hit it. Yeah, and you're at, I'm at 20, just turned 28, so you're at 34, so, well, actually, I've gained about 5 nautical miles. When I say you was at 507, I was doing 524, so that's difference of 17 nautical miles an hour. Okay. So by the end of the flight, I might be even with you guys.
I'm looking forward to when Alaska's got a lot of snow. We do a couple of flights up there.
That'll be when we get there with the route that we're taking, which no one heard because we went over that on the stream that I had 6 whole views. Although I'm up to 11 now, so I want to thank everyone that stopped in and at least clicked on it and said, "Oh yeah, this is why I didn't watch it."
I did that 5 times.
You did 5 times? Okay.
I'll be right back.
So let's see, we're doing this one, so 1.
So are you gonna do vectors in? What are you gonna do for your approach?
I do what
that?
I do what I've always done, which with this thing is let them tell me what it is, and then.
Yeah, but see, on the last one we did, that screwed. I mean, you made it in, but that screwed everything up because I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna try that because it worked for you, and then that was horrible.
Right, and I think what the issue was when they said contact the tower, we should have also turned onto the heading of what was it, 341 or whatever. We should have turned at that point onto that heading. That way the ILS would have caught it.
Probably, but I don't know.
At the same point, we were also all too high at that point too, except for Draco.
I wasn't too high. I was right at where I needed to be.
But typically I've had no issue with if they tell me what to do to follow it in. Now I've actually done it with this plane flying into Akron Canton where I didn't turn enough for the ILS to actually grab the signal. So I think that's the other thing when they, with the distance wise. So if you set up a vectors, you can then sort of head to it just to make sure, or you can see where it's at, so that if it doesn't look like you're going to capture it, you can head in that direction with the heading bug, and then it should capture.
I don't think it tells you. I don't think it shows you that when you do vectors, because that's what I thought. That's what I did was vectors, and it just. I thought when you pick vectors, it just expects you're going to listen to ATC.
Well, vectors is actually a straight out from the runway, straight in, and if you look at the radar on that GPS, it's got that long yellow arrow. At the end of that arrow is roughly 6 miles.
Wait a minute, we're supposed to listen to ATC? I've been listening to CCR. That's been the problem.
Now, to finish, that was 6 miles, and then your lead up to it is also about, you can figure about 4 miles. 10 miles out is the ILS where it'll grab.
Oh, him. You know what's really sad? Most of our viewers won't even get that joke.
Yeah, Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
What?
That's who Draco's been listening to, is Crosby,
No.
Stills, and Nash. It's the
CCR. Green's,
CCR.
Oh, okay.
Green's Clearwater Revival.
Okay. Also of the same generation. Well, it's better than listening to the mamas and the papas.
See, I got the cool plane. I play the Beatles. I turn off the no smoking sign.
Oh, yeah. You know what? We can turn
Pretty
off
sure Willie Nelson's back there.
Turned off seatbelt signs.
I don't know.
Well, I think I'm going to go back to just selecting a waypoint and letting it fly me in like I'm used to doing.
That's how it works, and that's how you can do it. That's fine.
Well, I don't know if it works. Last time, the time before that in this plane, that screwed me. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to let the ATC fly me in next time. And then that didn't work. That wasn't even close.
That is something to learn how to do, so.
The biggest problem, though, was that I was way over the altitude, so it doesn't help.
Yeah, no, it doesn't help at all. We were both struggling to get down there. And that's why I did the reverse turn there. Instead of turning left, I turned right and looped it all the way around. And that still brought me sort of back on right, but then I was still too high for it.
Well, that's what I was going to, I was going to swing it all the way around too, and I made it halfway through my turn and was like, oh, there's a mountain that you couldn't see because it was dark. See ya, you're done.
I made the turn before you. That's the only difference.
Well, I
on
think you turned the other way and did it before me, because I did it well after the airport.
That's what I was well past the airport, but I turned to the right instead of to the left.
Yeah, I guess I went to the left. So
sort of figuring out if you need to do a turn like that, turning away from the airport buys you time and distance that you didn't have to finish dropping.
And in this plane, if you suddenly see a mountain and feel like you're going to hit it, it's already too late.
Yeah.
It's not not like some of the other planes we fly where you just hammer on the throttle and, you know, pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, but the Fiat and the C-47s do not just pull up.
No, but they're still much more maneuverable than these planes. Yeah. You're not doing 300 knots.
Yeah, they will bank and turn, but hit the throttle and climb.
Well, no.
Well, no. The C-47 though, the engine is a lot more responsive than in the Basler. The Basler's engines, you push the throttle, and then it takes it a few seconds for those engines to spool up.
Yeah.
That's how my Caravan is. It's like that. That's about the only thing that makes that plane hard to fly is like when you're trying to land and stuff. You have to anticipate that when you let off the throttle, it takes 10 seconds for the engines to actually spool down, or vice versa.
Spool up. Yeah, because with the turboprops on the King Air, it's slow responsive that way because it's a turboprop also, and it just. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right, throttle. Got it. Okay. Here's the power now.
But like
one of those
this
deals.
plane, I guess it's not so much the hit the throttle and climb, it's the banking. Like this plane, if you see you're headed for something like a mountain, there's no banking in time, because that's how the couple of times I've crashed in the mountain, that's been the problem. It's like, oh, I got plenty of time, and you start making the turn and you're like, are you going to turn? Wait, we're not turning. We're leaning, we're banking, but we're not turning. What's going on? Oh, hi, mountain.
I think I could probably do a backwards loop in this plane.
All right, let me change views so I can watch it.
Watch what?
Your backwards loop. Your loop.
The hell I am right now.
There. It doesn't have your name, it just says you're playing, but I've got you right there. We're set. Go for it.
No. It'll be a special stream.
I can even see Zig right behind you.
Tell you what, when we get to our destination, when we get to our very last airport of the flight around the world, if we're flying this plane, I will do a barrel roll across the runways and then do a loop.
What he's saying is he's going to be rolling and flipping as he crashes down the runway.
Yeah, notice I did not say I'd land afterwards. Nowhere in that sentence was there the word landing. But I figure if I could make that 377 do barrel rolls and loops, I could make this plane do it.
Oh yeah, you can do it. I mean, if you've got, at this point, this altitude, you could get the plane to do what you wanted. It's just like, you've got 300 passengers back there, you typically wouldn't do it.
I could probably do it at 10,000.
Well, you're right with that too. I'm just saying, you don't want to be low level trying to do it. You want to be some altitude because you're going to lose altitude trying to do a barrel roll in this thing. But we're also using it in the regard of you're not going, the computers on it would be telling you yaw and bank errors and not letting you do it, but you could probably actually physically do it in this sim.
Hell, I'll shut the avionics off on it. I'll just turn the battery off just to keep the engines running.
He's got it planned. We're ready to see it.
Well, if everybody wants to see it, they got to stick around till we reach our very final airport at the end of the world tour.
Okay. And someone was asking, you know, we'll be in Alaska. We'll be in Cold Bay and Anchorage in like 14 flights from now.
Which so like in 2018.
Well, that's 7.
That's 7 weeks.
So that's 7 weeks.
That'll be 2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah. So there should be snow in Alaska. There should be plenty of snow.
Great.
Yeah.
There should also be plenty of ice on the runways too.
Yeah, because we all saw how well I did landing in ice and snow with a C-47.
I don't know what you guys had an issue with. I had no problem with that. Okay, I had a little problem.
I don't know. I ended up 300 feet out in the rhubarb.
Yeah, I ended up just a little bit beyond. I was in the grass.
Oh, they're still picking cabbage out of my plane.
Still finding pieces of your plane stuck around the tree that you collided with.
Oh, I collided with more than one tree. I'm not good like Zig. I can't just hang my plane in a tree. Zig hung his plane in a tree like it was a damn bird feeder.
And I just climbed right down the tree.
And I'm not talented like Moondog, where I can land at the last third of a runway, shoot off the end of the runway, bounce off a riverbank, and end up 1,000 feet in the air again.
Like I said, I haven't always hit the runway. Well, I've hit the runway, but I haven't always landed exactly right. I'm still, you know, a novice.
The important thing is that we always end up on the ground.
Yes, we have always ended up on the ground.
Alright, we should be good for a couple minutes.
You guys at NF turning yet?
Oh no.
Oh no, wait a minute. Are you at 100? Just past 100.
103. Draco's probably at 100.
103.
He's about 4 miles ahead of me still.
So if you're 100, so I'm down to 21 nautical miles behind you.
I'm just now hitting 100.
Okay, so 21, 20, 22, so about 21 and a half.
Yeah.
So I am slowly gaining.
We got set at about 320.
Nope, 320 would be overspeeding it.
Oh, that doesn't mean it's going to go 320.
Well, no, 320 would actually probably be just a snippet under it. I got it set for 315 and I'm at 311. So I was watching stuff on the way to work today, listening to air traffic controller stuff and flight issues. So this plane was getting snippy. The pilot was trying to talk to the tower, and the tower was going, explaining to him that the airport was closed. Well, the reason it was closed for the flight plan that was headed there, the flight plan was an hour old. The plane was supposed to have left on time, and it was an hour late leaving. It was low on fuel because the airline gave it enough fuel to get there. And there's questions if they gave enough for, the 45 minutes extra for the flight.
Right.
And so yeah, they showed up, and the airport goes, you got to wait, or you can fly over to that airport. I'm trying to remember which ones it was, but it was in North Dakota. The reason the airport was closed was the Blue Angels were there practicing, but the FAA had sent out memos to everyone and said this airport will be closed at this time. You need to be before, after it, whatever, divert to.
Right.
The only thing they could do was call for an emergency, go, we have an emergency, we need to land now. And then they actually had to put the Blue Angels, say, you can't practice anymore, go over there into a holding pattern.
Sorry about that, had to put a 5-year-old back in bed.
That's no way to talk about your wife like that.
Come on, dog. I swear, I wish I had a missile right now.
Did he have a birthday? Is he 5 now?
Yeah.
Like recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last month.
You don't remember all those? I've got to take the kids' birthday party and all that.
Could be. The last month or so has been a blur, and I feel like I'm just like coming and going. And
I was paying attention there, Draco. I was. He turned 5 just in time to go to school.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of a crosswind.
Oh, I just got a bump with a headwind, and it knocked me down about 10 knots an hour.
I don't get on and hang out with you guys for a couple of nights, and my kids are like, something's wrong with Dad. Dad's not gaming tonight, something's wrong.
Well, last night we didn't game at all. We worked on my rudder issue, and then we looked at flight yokes
and
throttle quadrants.
Yeah, rudder pedals.
And hung out with Dan.
I got my stuff out tonight, and they're like, Dad's back to normal. Dad's himself again. Even my wife was like, is everything okay? Do we need to talk about something?
Miss Zig concerned that you wasn't flying?
Well, just because, I didn't for like a couple nights in a row, and she's like, is everything okay? We need to talk about something? No, I'm good. Just tired.
So I got to talk you guys into doing a couple of 7 Days to Die, the War of the Walkers mod.
No.
It's an incredible mod.
The War of the Walkers.
Yeah, it's an incredible mod. It's like Val mod, just not as grind focus as Val mod, with some of Starvation mod mixed in. It's a great mod.
Are there cactuses still there?
Yeah, but you could die
Yeah,
flying your plane with from running into a cactus, knowing you.
There's probably cactus floating around it somewhere that, yeah, but there's still cactuses.
Cacti.
You should be
Cacti.
about 20.
Cacti, yeah.
You should be about 26 miles out from us.
Oh.
And on Moondog's other computer, he's playing Train Simulator.
That's an honest to goodness real train. Are you at 50 there, Draco? From NF?
45.
45. So yeah, I'm 27 from you, 22 from Zig. So 20 nautical miles is really about 5 minutes.
If that. Because it'll take me 5 minutes to get to the to this next waypoint, and I'm 41 miles out.
Okay.
And we'll actually take a turn to the north, a little bit more north of a turn.
I mean, once we got on course, it's pretty much a straight, even though it is a waypoint, highly waypoint flight plan.
Right.
It's all pretty much turn to heading 341, turn to heading 341.5.
So I know what Zig's gonna say, and I'm a little apprehensive myself.
No, then just don't do it.
Wait, what?
I was thinking, why don't we off-stream practice with VATSIM?
Oh. Give me a few
Yeah, I
more
don't
months
know.
to practice.
With what plane?
Doesn't matter.
Well,
A plane that you can get up and down easily because you're going to be concentrating on your communication more than the flight.
well, that's why I'm just saying it'd be probably a good idea to fly a plane that you can actually land.
Well, we could start with something easy like the Dukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, VATSIM might make it a little bit more immersive. The only thing I don't know, and we'll have to check with BP about, is do we still run join FS with VATSIM, or is VATSIM a multiplayer thing where we don't need join FS?
That I do not know.
Because there was something in Active Sky saying that if you're going to use Active Sky with VATSIM to turn the wake turbulence down, because VATSIM makes everything seem like it's a Airbus or 747, even if it's like a little Cessna taking off.
Yeah, I don't know. Aviation might know too. He does VATSIM.
Yeah. I forgot Aviation did VATSIM also.
I'm pretty sure he does, doesn't he? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at Sky Vector, and I think the ILS is 112.9.
Well, you don't need Sky Vector for that.
To figure out what the ILS for that runway is?
Yeah, it's
No.
109.9.
Yeah. That's in Active Sky on the briefing, but I know you don't have that because you didn't get your flight plan to load, but...
No, it finally did, but this over here, and then
Yeah, runway 11
Eventually,
is 109.9.
one of us is going to have to break down and get a Navigraph subscription.
I vote for Draco.
Not if we're flying in the U.S.
True.
No, because that one that Draco's or that Zig found
Yeah.
is really good. It's really good.
But let's face it, unless we're flying, doing an air hauler thing, which we haven't been doing a whole lot of.
As a
haven't-
group, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't flown in the U.S. in what, 3 months?
I couldn't tell you the last time I flew in the U.S.
Yesterday.
Nope.
No,
You-
I
what,
flew
you? I know
yesterday,
you did.
but I'm working. Yeah.
But yeah, that website I found is pretty good for the U.S. ones, or pretty good enough. You know what I mean?
And more than pretty good enough. I mean, you can get the airport runway diagrams.
Yeah.
But like Moondog's Phenom, it has a 2013. All right, I'm making my turn now.
Yeah.
Navigraph.
Yeah. 28 out. Yeah.
Hi, Stormfighter. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. We are flying to New Caledonia.
Which, if we're doing a 108, we're going to fly up past the airport and turn around and come back.
108. What?
If our heading's going to be 108,
Oh.
we're going to fly past it, turn around, and come back.
Yeah, we should turn. Yeah, we should fly past the airport, turn to the left, circle around, and land. I think we still got a while though. Yeah, we have
455 nautical miles till I get there.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
We got that long yet?
Well, we have. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I've heard New Caledonia is nice too. Never seen it in person. One day would like to. But
One of us has to find those printing press machines so that we can
Yeah, right.
run off money.
yeah, I have 3 waypoints before my TOD.
Probably have the same. Let's see here.
And I am looking. Yeah, 424 for me.
I might start my TOD before the TOD. Because I got screwed the
Yes.
last time.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have an issue with getting down to where I needed to be. I just had an issue with them not telling me the right directions.
Well, I'm going to pick a waypoint and do it like I've done it with all the other planes.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do too.
Although, like I was telling Moondog, the last time I did that in this plane, it got that screwed up, and he flew in by doing what they told him to do. So the last time I was like, oh, I'll fly in with what they tell me to do, and then that screwed up. So now I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I mean, as long as we know the what altitude we need to be at to capture ILS.
Well, we don't.
I haven't figured that out yet. But they'll tell you as they're coming in. Altitude and then until you acquire ILS.
Right. So Stormfighter, do you do any flying on FSX or P3D or anything like that?
There you go. Right turn.
It's kind of weird actually when every now and then I'll hear something that sounds like oh, you just got a new computer so you need to download it. It's definitely it's definitely something that once you start doing it will get you hooked. I mean, as you probably know since you have it. Mr. Zig there had his doubts, and then
Yeah.
you can barely keep him out of a cockpit now.
And how many $100 later?
We're not supposed to be discussing this so
Yeah,
that Mrs. Zig doesn't find out.
She's asleep.
She's asleep?
She don't watch the
Okay,
videos.
then in that case, it's probably 7 shoes worth.
I don't know what that means, but it's a lot. Sounds like a lot.
See, she's told you about all the $20 and $30 shoes. She's never told you about the $100 shoes.
Oh, our little joke is it was on sale for $5. That was, she used to tell me stuff like that, and I used to believe it.
Well, I know, but you haven't found the actual $100 shoes that she said were $5.
Yeah, well, I caught on eventually, but for the longest time, I was pretty stupid when it came to that shit.
Am I actually gaining ground on you, Zig?
Yeah.
The turn
what plane are we
slowed us
currently
all
in?
up.
We are currently in the Boeing 757 freemium version
Just flight.
from Just Flight.
They are flying the British Airways, and I am flying the American Airlines.
I mean, no, not an Airbus. I don't think I've ever. Well, no, I can honestly say I've never flown an Airbus before.
This is the largest people carrier that we fly.
I fly the DC-10.
Well, that's true. The DC-10s, what, more people? Size-wise about the same?
Size-wise about the same. Carries more people though.
Okay.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a one of the smaller Airbuses, but.
Some interesting clouds down there.
How many people?
Contacting Naughty Center.
How many people does this plane carry?
I think it carries 300 or something like that.
Let's see here.
I could be wrong though.
Boeing 757. This is the 200, isn't it?
Yep,
Yes.
200 Rolls-Royce.
Scroll down here to the specs.
So, Starfighter, what is your what's your plan of choice when you do fly? Flown the A380, 747, and a Cessna.
That's a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've all,
Oh yeah, I know.
but we've all flown a wide spectrum. I mean, we've all started off with the little Cessna Skyhawk, and now we can fly that, a variety of different Beechcrafts.
The 2-class seating is 200, which is 12 first class and 188 other. 1-class seating is 221 or 228.
Okay. I was off by 80 people. That's still a lot of people for a plane that's this size.
You were off by a -8.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's funny though is my 377 is probably close to the same size as this plane, but it can only carry like 70, I think 70 or 75 people.
Cruising speed is supposed to be Mach 0.8. Max speed is 0.86.
Yeah, Storm. I really haven't flown the 747 much. I'm more of a prop guy. this plane here is usually the only. Well, it's pretty much the only jet I really ever fly. But I am looking at possibly sooner or later getting a small business jet to fly.
It took us weeks of coaxing for him to fly this one.
Yeah, weeks. Because I wouldn't get out of my 377.
I think it kind of went, well, if you're not going to fly this plane, then your stream's going to take 7 hours, and we're going to be done in 3. So
I think that was it exactly, wasn't it?
I think that's kind of how it ended up.
He goes, well, I guess I better try.
And I'm still not a huge fan of flying this plane, but I have gotten better with it.
Yeah, he's not as quick to become a fireball.
Yeah, I now crash on landings instead of on takeoffs. So, I mean, I technically get the passengers where they need to go. You know what? I do. I used to fly the gliders a lot. I've been trying to coax Moondog into flying the glider.
Yeah.
But Mr. Moondog will not get in the glider for whatever reason.
I'll fly the helicopters. I'll fly the jets. I'll fly the props. It's just glider now.
But there's just something about being, 8,000 feet up in the air and just hearing nothing but the wind.
Then fine, I'll fly a parachute.
Well, the way you fly, parachute and an oxygen mask.
I was waiting for that. I should have done something to prevent that.
You should have known that was coming.
I'll be right back. I need a refill.
Okay. All right, 343 nautical miles.
Still?
43?
343.
All right.
Which isn't bad because 138 nautical miles is only going to take 16 minutes.
Oh,
Well, I'm down to 23 nautical miles on you then. I've gained a little bit again on you. I just read that. Go ahead.
He wants to know what planes do you normally fly?
What planes do I normally fly? Let's see. If we're not in this one, the C-47 from Manfred Jan, is one that we like to fly. The other ones, I like flying the Beechcraft King Air 200 from from Flight 1. I really like that plane. I'll fly that plane every day if I could. What else have I flown? We've got a couple other Manfred Jans, C-47 and the Basler's. Basler. I'd have to open it up, but those are the ones that I like. Are this one, the C-47, and the King Air. Oh, I've got the Douglas DC-6.
Yep.
And then I've also got
the military version of my 377, the C-97.
Yeah, the C-97. That's a free one. And then I've just picked up the Embraer Phenom 300. And that one has not been broken out. I finally announced that I've gotten that. I didn't want to. That one was just going to pop up in a video, but it'll probably end up popping up in a flight now.
Stormfighter says, nice, those planes are good. And while we're talking about it, once you get Flight Sim loaded into your computer and everything, if you ever want to come fly with us, the link to Zig's Discord is on his channel, and we fly normally every Tuesday and Saturday nights. So we'd love to have you come fly with us on Join FS.
Yeah, you would be in the Discord, but you would be muted during the Discord just so that it was easier for communication, but that way you can also hear what's going on. So while we're setting stuff up.
And there are, and sometimes we'll fly even when it's not a stream. We'll just fly to fly.
Yeah.
And hop on and join. You can hop on and join us there too.
That'd be even a better way of jumping on and flying with us and getting to coordinate and hang out with us.
Well, also, we can get to know each other. He can learn how weird we actually are.
Yeah, because we're a whole lot worse than what we are on stream.
Well, Moondog is.
Yeah, Moondog is for sure.
Moondog can get a little weird at times.
Goodbye. I'll see you later. It's on autopilot. You guys land. I'll be back.
Let's see where we're at.
Oh, that spear is good.
311.
311.
We'll be there. Yep, we'll be there in no time.
It's almost time to start drinking dark beer.
Dark beer?
Well, the fall and winter.
Yeah, great. Whenever you get your stuff all straight set up and ready to go, hop on in. And if we're flying, like I said, you're more than free to come fly with us.
All right, so I went back to the galley and I found something to snack on.
Of course, yep. In my plane, there's beer in the fridge. In yours, there's food.
And in mine, there's water.
Water.
There's a whole galley in the back. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you have food on here?
Well, you're the pilot, so I'm thinking that there's not a whole lot of food left for the passengers.
So I need to get up and go away again.
You already ate all the pretzels and peanuts.
No,
I'm pretty sure he stole some 8-year-old's sandwich as he walked past. What would she know? She wasn't eating it. She was asleep. It's in Zigzaggy's channel description. So if you go to my main channel page, he's in the Monkey Show list. Just click on his, and
the link's in the video description for the live stream.
In the video description.
What do you got your speed set at, Draco?
300.
Huh. I wonder why you're pulling away from me a little bit.
I don't know.
Because mine's set at 300.
I've been steadily pulling away from you, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, not much, but a little bit.
Yeah. We're just about out of range of being able to see each other. And, while we're talking about it, well, since we were just talking about it, anybody who's watching this now or watches it, gonna watch this in the future, check out everybody else in the Monkey Show list that are linked in my channel page, Moondog's channel page, and Zig's channel page. They're all a bunch of great guys. They all do videos, and not just flying either. They do Moondog and Cavalier Roy have been doing a
Civ 5.
A Civ 5 stream. You'll catch us doing Farm Sim. Every now and then which we haven't done a lot of lately. PUBG, you know, Arma.
Okay. Well, ATC, you need to shut up because I'm looking at current weather right where I'm at. Altimeter is 1024. That's what I have it set for. And you're telling me I'm below my level.
Set it for 1013. Because for whatever reason, ATC does not agree with what the pressure is with active sky. How close are we? Okay. So I think I'm going to pull this up and go ahead and get my procedures ready. Select approach. And we're going to do ILS 11. I'm not going to do vectors. Have you done your any of your loading yet?
Nope.
GPS?
Nope. I don't have a chart, so I don't have any idea where those...
I just go with a gut feeling. SoTal sounds good to me. Yeah, it looks like it'll bring us right in. No funny looking loops or anything. Sure. So that's all set up. We are 62 nautical miles out from our next waypoint.
That's my dessert. Now I'm going to have to go get the rest of my dinner later.
You're the only person I know that eats dinner in waves.
Well, he doesn't eat all day. That's why he's always so hungry when we're
True.
streaming.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad thing because my stream is filled with me eating. It's sad that BP's and Roy's and everyone else's stream is filled with me eating because you can, if you're listening to a BPF stream and you hear the tink 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 of a fork,
That's Moondog.
it's, to me, rarely it could be David, but it's pretty much me eating.
Well, no, sometimes there's you sounding like you're licking the inside of a yogurt bowl.
Yeah, there's that too. Gosh, I've been hearing that sound way too much in this house. The furnace kicking on.
I haven't even turned mine on yet. I'm holding out to the last minute.
Yeah, well, the 100-pound wife has like no body fat, so when it gets chilled, she goes, "It's freezing in here." So,
Yeah. My son only weighs 35 pounds less than your wife.
Dan goes, "Dive, dive, dive." He comes into stream just to say dive. Thank you, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Appreciate you stopping in. I'll take that under advisement and pass it on to Zig that he should probably dive.
Well, you missed the beginning of the stream then, because that's all Moondog was doing.
Yeah, you missed that.
Yeah. Stall. Only way to save a stall: dive.
He literally looked like the space shuttle re-entering orbit. All you saw was just smoke behind him.
Well, I also had like no thrust either at that point because I killed the sweep. But
You said you had no thrust.
why do I hang out with you guys? Why do I hang? Oh yeah, because it's not too bad. Storm, hey, I found you. Thank you for finding me here. No problem. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, all the little notices so that you are aware of when we're streaming on different channels. There is occasionally like Draco won't show up or Zig won't show up, and we'll do something else on a different night, and it might get streamed. So,
Especially
and
when it's
Storm Fighter's notification is going to come across the screen any second here. Thank you for
especially this time of
following.
year when we're getting closer to the holidays and things start getting hectic. Especially for me and Zig.
Because you guys like still have kids in the house. Mine are all thrown out ages ago, so I don't have, you know, any of those worries. Okay, I saw it come across on my screen. Did you guys not see it come across on your screen?
I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on my stream.
Alright, well, you know what? I'll make sure it comes back across there. Because I can do that. I have the technology. We'll just come over here.
We're not watching you.
Yeah, we're not watching your stream.
Oh.
So we wouldn't have. So how could we see it? I thought you were saying that he said he subscribed to us too. That's why I was saying no, it didn't come across.
No, he's following. So I wanted to make sure it goes through on the stream. So yeah, it did. All right. Holidays when everything goes crazy. Only if you want to hang out with your family. And seeing how I don't even want to hang out with the people I work with anymore. That means I'll be here.
Oh.
And if I don't find any work for next week, I'll be here all next week. Which means if I'm not going out and working and I'm here for you guys, I'll be here. But throw some money in the tip jar.
Now, are you doing your Wednesday night stream, or are you kind of putting those on hold for right now?
My Wednesday afternoon stream, which are now mostly Wednesday night streams that haven't been frequent because of work. I don't know about tomorrow's. Possibly. These are set in stone. I'll work around it. The Wednesday ones, I want to get them back in order.
Also, if you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto 5, keep an eye out because we're in talks to possibly all three of us getting Twitch channels also, so that way we can stream Grand Theft Auto 5 on there without YouTube beating us over the head with something.
And because it's Grand Theft Auto, it's probably something offensive, and we can't tell you what it is.
That one will be a more mature audience stream.
More mature? Well,
mature,
okay, yeah. It'll be for mature audiences, but it will be highly, highly immature.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially
So
when you hear,
up.
especially when you hear Pastor Zig start swearing at me.
So with, I got a question then. So with Restream, can you just say, I don't want to stream to YouTube today and still stream to Restream?
Yeah.
It's that easy. You just click a button.
Click the button. I mean, I could kill YouTube or Twitch right now. Did and done. But I'm not going to. I'm a fan of it. Wait, okay, so what are you a fan of? I missed what were we talking about that you're a fan of? Then I missed that you were a fan of.
GTA?
Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah, Restream, it is that easy. You're correct. Yeah, I could go over the dashboard right here. It says right now channels, YouTube stream now. I could hit the button and it would be gone. Or Twitch.
Okay, we are down to 206 miles.
206. That's it? We're getting close.
Yep.
Can almost smell it. Oh, he's a fan of GTA 5. Okay. So we'll have one person willing to watch it. Other than Mrs. Zig, because I think she secretively watches it. And that's why Zig gets yelled at so much on nights that he's playing that.
And there might be some PUBG popping up from time to time too. You can see how really, really bad we all are at that.
We could do highly intense, exciting Civ 5.
Yeah, the problem is that we actually have to talk, and when we all play that, it's like we forget how to talk.
No, there's plenty of talking. Draco, get away from my border. Zig, I'm not near your border. Draco, get away from my border. Zig, I saw that. You're... That's exactly what happened in the last one.
Why are you sneaking around my border?
Why is that new city there? I don't have a new city. Yes, you do. I see it. Well, then you know it's there. It's not hidden. You know, all that stuff. That's what's going on. You should be here for those.
But you notice most of the commentary is me and Zig. Complaining at each other.
Stormfighter, I sort of agree with that. Go ahead.
It's mostly just me and Zig complaining at each other that somebody's unit is too close or borders are getting too tight.
Yeah, it's that. With you two, you're only arguing with each other. Me, I've got 6 different civilizations around me that I'm going, I must kill all of you.
So you start fights.
No, I've been pretty good at ending them too.
Alright, so when we hit Scuba, about halfway, probably about a quarter of the way past Scuba is my TOD.
So about 60 in, with 60 left to Scuba?
64 miles.
Okay. So I'm getting ready to turn onto Scuba. There. Ooh, I made the turn. In other words, I kept going exactly straight. What's your distance in Scuba?
60 miles.
60, so I'm down to 23 with you. Okay.
But when I start descending and slow down, you'll catch up real quick.
Yeah, because when I go to descend, I'm not going to drop off on the speed at all. I'm just going to keep it buried.
That sounds safe.
Should be.
I mean, I'm sure most of your passengers are just now regaining consciousness, so...
What kind of graphics card do you have? Is this game demanding on graphics power or not much? I don't think it's graphics intensive. I mean, on the graphics card.
No.
I have a very weak 730 GTX, which is not bad. It'll even play Project Cars 1. It'll play pretty much everything without too much issues. I just have to dial it down on some of the graphics intensity for some of them.
No, FSX is very CPU intensive.
Yeah, it's CPU, not GPU. Figure out the correct letters to go with the correct thing there. Okay, where are we at? Come on. Do I actually sort of see land up there?
You shouldn't, because I don't.
No? Okay. It's just funky looking clouds. Alright. I should go down and investigate those clouds.
There he goes, moondogging again.
I haven't gone anywhere yet. I'm still right here at the same altitude. I was just thinking of going down there.
It's only a matter of time.
If this was the Phenom, I'd already be down there.
Moondog. Ooh, something shiny.
How many would I recommend? I'm not the person to ask. I go to the computer guy. Go make me a computer.
How many? What? Who?
How many cores would you recommend? And because I have a 4-core processor. 4-core processor is going to be just fine for this.
Yeah, I mean, even with streaming and doing things like that, 4 cores is enough.
It just popped in. Ooh, piece of candy.
But because I have a quad core. It's a 7600K, and it's not even overclocked, and it works just fine. Doing all the streaming and everything I do.
I have an i3.
Yeah, and Zig has an i3.
Zig has the stupid computer between the three of us right now, and that's not to be mean, Zig. Don't take it the wrong way, but he has the one that you would expect to have the biggest issues, and he has no problem. Well, he has no problem with the game running on the computer. He has a problem flying the plane on the computer, though.
Right.
Now, keep in mind, though, the more add-ons you add, the more pressure it's going to put on your CPU. Especially like
open at the same time.
Well, like us, okay? We have Active Sky going, we have our streams going, and then if we all get the phenoms all run technically outside of the program of FSX.
The phenoms
Don't forget
do?
you also.
I'm pretty sure because it says that because it gives GPU and CPU and RAM requirements.
I don't think they do though.
I don't think they. I didn't notice it doing it, but I wasn't paying attention. Don't
But,
forget,
like,
we're also running Discord also.
Discord, and also Nightbot, Streamlabs, all of our streaming stuff.
Well, I've got that actually on the second computer now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Because it's just got a regular. Because I have Streamlabs open and signed open on the second computer. It'll tell me all the information. But I have the OBS streaming to Restream, and then it streams it back to YouTube and Twitch.
And honestly, knock on wood, and I'm probably going to jinx myself, I have not run into the dreaded out of memory error that a lot of people have run into with FSX.
i5 4670K has 4 cores and is overclocked. Well, you should have no problems with this.
No,
Get it loaded, get it going, and get flying.
Yeah, no, you're not going to have any problems running it. I mean, your GPU is going to do a little bit of the work, but not much. I mean, with mine, my GPU fan hasn't even turned on, and I've been streaming, playing now for over 2 hours.
I found Zig in the air. I'm close enough I can see his tags now.
Uh-oh, Zig's got his dog stalker.
I'm on the trail. I'll have him hunted down here before long. Clock's been running for 104 minutes now.
Yeah, but that's because you always forget to turn it on when you take off.
I know. I was, what, 10 minutes in? So it's... should be... Yeah.
Well, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah. Took us a couple minutes to get started and going. It says 2 hours and 15 minutes for me, but I have a 5-minute intro.
You have one of the longest intros I've ever seen.
I've looked at it and calculated. Squirrel with what he has before the stream and then his like opening itself.
Yeah.
I'm only 10 or 15 seconds longer than him. So, and if it's his Sunday trucking one, I'm actually shorter than that. So
I personally, and that's just that's just me. I'm not a big fan of too long of intros because I'm like, I just want to get to the video. Let me just see the video.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a video; it's a live stream.
Right, but when it goes in, becomes then the video for later. You also know my intro is 5 minutes and 13 seconds or whatever it is.
Right.
There's
You
the
scroll
fast.
ahead,
There's the
5
fast
minutes.
forward button.
Yeah, you pay through. I don't care. You're watching it. Enjoy it. The show. Watch it. But you can fast forward through 5 points.
Now, with that being said, though, I do like your intro. I like how you have the different showing the different planes that you fly and things. So I like that.
Yeah, I got to actually redo a new one.
Now, what I'd like to do for the live stream is just have like a, you know, like a splash screen, where and then like a countdown counter in like the corner or something, so that way I can have that up, you know, let people have a chance to come in while, you know, we're still doing like the last minute things.
Well, that's what you can do with the same thing as like what I did. I have more of a dramatic one. You can do a still with a timer.
Yeah.
Set up, and then that way you can do that. So.
All right, we're almost to. I'm almost to my top of descent.
So you're past scuba. You're on LTO now.
Yep. And it's probably gonna go quiet for a second, because I need to pull this up. Like.
Oh, did just pass. And passing scuba.
You're starting your turn now. Just a hair. Yeah. Because I've got you at 9 nautical miles ahead of me. And I'm at 10 from turn.
So, just a couple minutes, I'll bring this. Yep, there it is. Sending to 240.
Alright, well, let's do this. Let's put this up.
Okay, and for those of you who are new, you know, we still got a while before we land, so obviously we'll still be talking with you guys quite a bit, but when we're getting close to landing, we don't pay too much attention to chat, and that's that way we can provide you with the best crash possible.
Oh look, all the weather's to the north side of the island. We're good.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm gonna go. I need some sleep. Bye, guys. Sleep. Can someone describe to me what that is?
Who's saying that?
Stormfighter is.
Alright, Stormfighter. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Boeing, Zulu, India Golf, you are 800 below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
I don't want to be at 320. I'm descending, dickhead.
Flight level 320.
Oh, there goes that monetization.
He says you too, so his parting words was, go to bed, don't be a Roy and stay up all night.
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
Oh wait a minute, that was me saying that, yeah. Don't be a Roy, don't stay up all night, then have your kids come down and go, you stayed up all night, you said we couldn't do that, but you just did.
Flight level 320.
I couldn't stay up all night if I was on meth.
I've seen 4:30 and 5 o'clock too much lately, and going, yeah, I should jump in bed and get a couple of minutes of sleep.
Well, whose fault is that?
India Golf, please expedite your
Roy's.
flight. Flight level 320.
For anyone who doesn't know, that's Cavalier Roy. You know,
Yep.
have a safe flight. Too late. It's already not been safe.
Well, at least not for Moondog's passengers.
You're already descending?
Yeah.
Oh. He's descending early without ATC telling him yet.
You know what's funny? Most airlines, when you get in, you get complimentary peanuts and stuff like that. On Moondog's flight, you get a complimentary piece of paper and a pen to write your will.
No, you don't.
That's my plane.
Yeah.
Moondog gets you complimentary barf bag and oxygen mask.
Get your own personalized oxygen mask.
Hi, Emmanuel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not waiting for ATC to tell me to descend, because last time it did that, I was 10,000 feet high.
They should have already told you, because they told me shortly after scuba.
I'm descending too already. They have me going down to 220.
Okay, yeah, they had me going down to 24.
And I'm 4 nautical miles behind Zig. I'm catching them.
And I can now see land.
Actually, it's a good thing he's where he's at, because if he doesn't pick up the pace, I'm going to run his over.
I am picking up some weather about 55 nautical miles to the northeast.
Dan has it correctly. He's prematurely descending.
Still telling me to climb to 320.
It's going to have you want to keep doing that until you actually do. And then it's going to immediately tell you to go down to 22. Or whatever.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to flight level 320.
Air spoilers deploy on this thing for the air brakes. Does not look like that's modeled. It works, but it's not modeled.
I'm going 285.
Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to flight level 320.
Okay, come on, draw the rest of it in. Thank you.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to flight level 320.
Alright, send and maintain 16,000.
So there you go, Zig. You're going to have to just listen to altitudes, because they're going to just keep yelling at you to go up.
I'll just turn them off then. Because I'm not going back up. That would be stupid.
Definitely now, because you'll get up there and you'll then have to expedite your descent.
I'm descending.
Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf would like to cancel IFR.
I did.
Zulu India Golf, understand, cancel IFR, please confirm.
Are you hiding in a cloud down there?
Affirmative, cancel IFR, Boeing Zulu India Golf.
I just canceled my IFR.
India Golf, IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200, maintain VFR, frequency change approved. Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf is type Boeing 757, 56 miles south of Magenta. Request flight
290.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, Center, squawk
Acknowledge.
6034.
It's got you turned into 290.
Yeah.
Had me turn on 285.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, radar contact 54 miles south of Magenta.
Expect ILS runway 11 approach. Thank you very much. That's what we thought. It's like 3 experienced pilots up here. Wait a minute, 3 experienced flyers. There's no experienced landers.
Landing is such a technical term. I mean, if the plane touches the ground, it technically landed.
Yeah, Zig, you're on that, so you're gonna have to do the whole approach on that GPS and flight plan that way.
Well, that's what I was going to do anyways.
Yeah. 16.6.
21,000.
I'll be right back.
I have Moondog right behind me.
Right, I'm right behind you already. I don't
Well,
see you.
You're probably, what, about 9-10 miles behind me?
I'm at, well, it says 63 now on that, but who knows, because we're off the track. Yeah, I've got
320.
Zig at 16.8. 16.6, and he's slowly falling behind me, staying straight on. So I guess we can pull up. Let's show it. So, yep, there's Draco at 194 at 325 heading. There's Zig back over here at 15.6 on a heading at 345 still, and my 198. So you have 3 different approaches. This is why we've now done this. We have 3 different streams, so you can watch from 3 different views. We have it start, and then we only have one of us do the intro for all 3 streams anymore, just because it's just easier for one person to say it, and then it's done, instead of us all then trying to wait for the other person. And then same with the exit, we have just one person handle it. But we have 3 different flights coming in 3 different directions, so that's why you should subscribe and follow each of us and watch and be able to flip sometimes, or go back and watch the other person's. Or if you're like our friend Davith, you have it up on 3 different screens and time stamped exactly the same, so that you can watch it all 3 at the same time.
Yeah, in his pod.
Yeah, that has no power right now, but he has a pod. Turn right 320.
Yeah, I can honestly say, in all the years I've been following weather and everything, I don't think I've ever heard of a hurricane hitting Ireland.
I've never heard that either.
I'll be damned if it didn't. Gained 6,000.
I've just reached 16, holding at 16, heading 320. We're at 16, we're going to drop the speed back down a little bit more.
Oops.
Back it off to 240. Did I see a little blink of possibly Draco ahead of us?
Possibly. Looks like you're catching up.
4,000. Acknowledge.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and set my auto brakes to 2, so that way that's
we're not on GPS anymore, so I should flip that to ILS so I make sure that catches.
flip what to ILS.
To nav, the nav GPS switch.
Yeah, I'll say because I have mine on nav. I've had it ever since it started giving me vectors in.
Right, which is a good time to remember to switch that there. Brake set. Close enough that on this we want to do departure and arrival, speed and flaps.
Flap 1 at 240.
Yeah, 220, 210, 195. Yep. Those are sort of standard.
One thing I've never checked out, and I should
pull this up here, but I actually have this on my other screen right now, so that's why I'm not actively watching it.
That's one thing I've never checked out, and I probably should. I wonder if those numbers change depending on how much fuel or how many passengers you have.
Right.
You know, for the weight of the plane.
What speed are you?
Technically, it should.
244.
Alright, I'm at 240, but I'm still.
Well, I set mine for 240, but because I'm descending, it's between 244 and 245.
That's where mine is. I don't want to get any closer. I'm now 8.6 nautical miles from you. I don't want to get too close. What is it? I was reading something. 3 to 5 nautical miles is as close as you want to be.
Alright, contacting approach.
Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have gone over to this page. This one. Been on
2997.
Be ready to change that to
I see Zig making his turn now.
I activated my approach.
Yep. I'm at 95,000 or 95,000. I'm at 9,500.
I'm at 89.
I backed off my speed to 230 just to keep a little space. Trying to think. I'm looking at the stuff and making sure, do I have everything on? Do I have what I want on? Seatbelt, that. Knowledge. Now there's an interesting question if anyone knows that off the top of their head. If you go to VATSIM and you're communicating, do you have to then change the actual radio frequencies over?
I don't know.
Good
I would
question.
imagine so.
Will you have to actually be changing your radio frequencies to be able to pick them up?
The thing is, though, is there's so few. I don't think there's a whole lot of controllers, so you won't be getting handed off constantly like we do here. I could be wrong though.
Passing 6,000.
Check the flaps. Take a quick look at that sunset. That's a nice looking sunset right over there, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it is. That's almost worth a screenshot, isn't it?
Well, I would if I wasn't being told to make a turn.
That's all right. I took the time. What'd you ask me to do? Turn right 355.
Yep, that's what I just did.
Wow, did you spin fast there, Dial?
350. Two zero.
I wish you could bring up the little speedometer in a little window.
Your speed? Yeah, there's indicated airspeed. You click on that, pull it up.
Huh?
Move it.
If you hover over, it says expanded EADI.
No, it doesn't.
Indicated airspeed to the left of your horizons. You can click on that. It'll pull up and make a...
Oh, it sure does, doesn't it?
Yep.
And then you can move that or
Yep.
make it bigger or smaller.
Slow down to 220.
I'll be darned. Nice to know.
Spin around this way.
So we have landing takeoff lights configured, and want to do there.
Send and maintain 3,900.
3,900. I'm already at 4,000, so at some point the ILS is going to be about 4,000.
Well, I think it's gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to turn straight in because we're still heading parallel to the.
Yeah. Have you turned to 20 yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zig is coming up right off to our right.
So
I am?
Yep.
We're not parallel. We're perpendicular to it.
Perpendicular.
Geometry classes. Not really, yeah, but close.
We got storms off to our 11 o'clock. I just saw some lightning.
You guys can see me, like, in your screen? We're that close, or no?
I can see you on radar.
Oh.
I see his lights to my 3-4 o'clock.
Alright.
So I'm still going way out and coming way back.
Yeah.
Like way...
1,800. And third ILS approach, maintain 1,800 until established on the localizer.
Oh, there's somebody.
So that would be Draco. That's myself. There's Zig. And his is going to loop him in right behind me. So as long as he watches that.
Who, me?
We should, yeah.
I'm not going to be right behind you.
No,
Oh.
but I'm just saying we're probably spaced about 8 miles apart if we follow, if you follow yours and we continue following IFR. And to be honest, we're down low enough and slow enough. We should probably have. Should we have landing gear out yet?
I'm getting ready to drop mine in a second.
I'm about 85 miles from the airport.
Yeah, because of all the loops and turns, but your
Yeah.
distance covered, yeah. They did have you turn in, Draco?
Had me turn to a heading of 080. And it said...
Yeah, hold on, I've got it coming in.
I'm looking outside because I don't see it. There it is. Alright, locked onto the localizer.
With the same heading of 85, it then locked on.
It's turning me onto the localizer.
Cool.
Should have hit it a little sooner than that, though. Alright, you need to pick up on the damn localizer and straighten out instead of weaving back and forth. What is it with this plane? It's speeding up instead of slowing down, and it's just like a tank slapper. It's just moving back and forth.
Come on, grab it.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't trust the damn computer.
So you turn me slightly left. Now you're going to pull me back right. Okay. Once you turn me back right, let's check chats. Okay, so nothing's going on. Yeah, I'm not ignoring you. I'm making sure we lined up. So
600 feet.
now we're bringing my right turn.
5, 4, 3,
turn, then we'll start to back off on this. 60. $160.
Whoa.
Flaps 30.
Well, a little off center line, but not bad. Not bad.
Hold this 155 for a minute until it starts to descend me. Runway in sight, lights in sight.
I am. Give me a second, jackass.
Landing speed 133, 133 set. Descent on slope. Clear to land 1-1. Thank you. That light is altitude alert. Yeah, well, yeah, we are at like freaking 1,400 feet, so. Speed is good. Slope is good. 1,000 feet. That was at 1120, so runway altitude should be about 120.
Go outside here. Watch Moondog land.
Oh, remind me, I gotta come back and get this view from the tower view. That is awesome looking.
Where'd you take off to, Zig?
Just following the approach.
Why does this runway look really short all of a sudden from way up here?
Because it is really short.
It's supposed to be 10,000 feet.
Yeah, I don't know whose feet they were following, but...
Turn that off.
40, 30, 20, 10.
I hopped it.
Yep, I can see smoke coming off your wheels. I'm gonna be to your left.
Yeah, I see you. Oh, come on, come on. Turn you off, turn you off. Darn auto throttle. Brake. Brake. It's 80 knots. Yeah, I gotta like flip around and come back, don't I?
Alright. I will be right back while we're watching Zigland. Actually, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go. Alright, be right back.
What altitude did you come in at, Moondog?
4,000 until they said to capture ILS was 1,800.
So did you make that final turn and then it was down to 1,800 or what?
It was 18 before the final turn. So between probably your second to last turn, from 4,000 down to 1,800. That's a good parking spot there. Parking brake. APU on. Should have already started that.
So you have to switch the GPS switch off, right?
Yeah, you have to switch over to nav.
Which is in the up position.
Right, and then you hit the localizer button.
Yep.
Localizer.
Why am I not
And
seeing
then,
that?
and then your approach. So what I want to do is
In the thing. Your plane's doing the same thing my plane was doing, because I was off a little bit to the left. It weaves back and forth until it stabilizes itself.
Cleared to land. Runway 11. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Holy shit, Zig.
Sync rate. Pull up.
Yeah, I can't.
Sync rate.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
Sync
oh
rate.
shit, oh shit. Whoa.
Where did it go?
You saved it.
Stupid fucking plane.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. Contact ground on 121.
You made it.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Hmm.
It's a lot easier to watch him if I'm not on pause, though. Because I had tried to replay the landing, and I didn't do it right away. And it's way far out, and it was skipping and stuttering. All right.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Well, we all had our eventful